I've been in the bando with the chick. Well, Jimmy Choo Sando, cause I'm rich.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Richard Faith TV. We always working, we always grinding. And I got my girl, Monroe in the building. How you doing?
What's up, y'all? Monroe in the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for me to speak.
That's lit. So before we get started with this interview, I want to make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and lock in with us. You know, we always working, we always grinding. We got a really good talent in the building. So, how has your 2021 been so far?
My 2021 has been filled with blessings, I would have to say, because a lot of doors have opened up that never has my whole career. Like, I've been on tour, I've been able to shoot more videos, I've been able to reach more people in different states, so it's been really a good journey.
That's what's up. So, why did you decide to name your EP Underrated? Why do you feel like you're underrated?
I feel like I'm underrated because a lot of times female artists can get overlooked if they don't rap about the certain things that female rappers rap about. Like, I would say sex and stuff like that. If you have a different type of style or a different genre, then I feel like you'll get overlooked. And I feel like I'm underrated because I really have bars and I'm ready for the world to hear my bars. I get slept on a lot.
I feel it. So right now, so far, how do you separate yourself musically when it comes to what kind of music you put out and getting your bars through?
Okay, so my way of separating myself is basically I like to make hustling type of music. I like to make motivating type music. I also like to make vibe music for females. Like if you're getting ready, you just woke up, finna take a shower, doing your makeup. That feel good music to make you want to go out and make some money and go ahead and accomplish all your goals or whatever.
For this, so I see you got the 100 House stamped on you. What does that brand and what does that company really mean to you?
100 House is like my home. 100 House started when I first started rapping. I met Blaine Parkway. He died, but basically I met Blaine Parkway. He invited me to the studio, and I met my husband. I met 2 or 3 other artists that were all going to the same studio. So Blaine Parkway was like our motivation. He pushed us. We basically started a rap group. Because we were all beginners, we all really didn't know what we were doing. We just loved the passion of rapping. So we started a rap group, and we just started all collectively working hard towards our goals, rapping. Like we would go perform at different places. We would be in the studio late nights. We wouldn't have no sleep, no job, just strictly rapping every single day. And I feel like really that is what really motivated me when he died. It was like, damn, like the person that believed in us, the person that believed in me is gone. So it's like, since he's not here to fulfill his dreams, we want to make sure that we are able to fulfill the same dreams, even though he's not here with us.
So how do you deal with that trauma of losing somebody that kind of believed in your dreams?
It was hard at first, but just to know that I'm here still and I'm able to do whatever I can to make sure that the world knows who we are, 100 House. It just means a lot to me. It makes me feel motivated even more. Even though it's sad, you got to work through your sadness. You got to dance in the rain.
How are you holding up during the pandemic, and what do you do differently this year, musically?
Okay, so during the pandemic, it was like, basically I left my job at State Farm. That was like my solid foundation, being able to have that job. But it's like I had to lock in on what I want to do. I didn't really want to be a customer service agent for the rest of my life. It was just like I was doing it for the money just to get myself in a good foundation. But once I got my foundation, it's like, damn, I really need to start focusing on my dreams and my goals. So I'm like, damn, let me just go ahead and lock in full time on this, because it's like no distractions. It's like locking in on your goals. And despite everyone else getting all sad and frustrated with the world, it's like it gives you more time to focus on yourself, give you more time to get in your bag, give you more time to pray and talk to God and get focused.
That's dope. A lot of people that probably follow you on social media don't know how spiritual you are when it comes to like praying to God. So, what is that like for you? Just sacrificing yourself in multiple different ways to get to where you want to get to, and then also to continue to praise God at the same time.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I feel like a lot of people think that just because you might not be living the way that you're supposed to be or the holy way, that God doesn't love you and God isn't still there for you. It doesn't matter what you're going through in life. It doesn't matter if you're making bad decisions or making mistakes. God is still with you every second of the day. He still has his angels around you. He still there for you. So I feel like me personally, I have to talk to God every day. I have to have that one solid foundation with God, because without him, I wouldn't even be here. So it's like knowing that he's with me, it gives me strength inside and gives me peace. It makes me feel like, damn, I really do have someone that loves me and someone that really gives me everything that I have. I have to go hard. I have to still try to, even though I might not please God in every way, I still know that I thank him, and I still have thoughts of him in my head when I do what I do. Because at the end of the day, you can't think about what your goal is in life. You got to think about what does God want you to do in life, you know?
Cool. So you do have a lot of people don't know, you do have an up-and-coming, nice acting career. What do you enjoy doing more, acting or music?
I enjoy music more because I feel like with music you get to express yourself however you want to, but with acting, you know, you got to play the role of whatever character that you're supposed to be. But acting is definitely fun to me because it's something different. It's like you got to really be locked in when you're trying to portray a certain character, and it's definitely something that I want to grow in.
So how does acting help you with music?
Okay, so I would say with certain songs, you have to have different vibes. Like, say if you're on your, like, rah-rah type music or your turn-up club type music, you got to have that type of energy and vibe in your song. So it's like with acting, whatever mood you have to portray with the character, you got to fully go all in with it. So with music, I use the same type of characteristics of music.
Yeah, that's dope. So, like, I know, how long have you been acting?
Like, I would say 1.5 years.
Have you felt that, you know, that like that little disconnect between getting out of that character, getting back to your normal self? Or have you got that caught up into it yet like that?
I haven't had a disconnect yet because the characters that I've been playing lately has definitely related to my real life.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it was easy for me to tap into it because this is really what I'm going through. It's just crazy because it's like, yeah, I got a role and I'm reading the script. As I was reading the script, I'm like, dang, this is really what I'm going through. I'm going through the same situation. So it's like, it was easy for me to connect to it.
That's dope. So you recently just came off a tour. How does that feel?
It feels really good because I never expected myself to be on tour so quickly, and it was kind of like an adrenaline rush because when I was in each state and on each stage, I really locked in on my performances. I really gave it my all, so it was like good to feel that energy and good to see how people really mess with my music for real. Like, it's good to feel that energy from the crowd.
That's what's up. What did you learn new about yourself as an artist while being on tour?
I learned that I shouldn't doubt myself in anything that I do. I should just go hard and give my all, because when someone sees you going hard and giving your all, they're going to automatically just listen to you and hear what you got to say. So it's like I shouldn't second guess myself at all. I should just go hard and give them bars that they need.
That's what's up. So what is it like, you know, going on tour and doing music with somebody that you really love?
It's the best feeling in the world because it's like vacation and it's like you still doing business together. So it's kind of like you have that support right next to you and you get to be the person that supports him. So it's kind of like a great feeling. It's like something that I always dreamed of and I never thought would happen, but it's here now. So I'm just embracing it all.
That's what's up. What type of advice do your husband give you?
He always he always tells me to just do me and don't worry, because he always says I'm the hardest out here, really. He always tells me good things about myself. He always says, don't ever doubt yourself. Just go hard. Just go in. And the same things that he tells me, I tell him, because sometimes, you know, he has his moments and I have to, like, be that support for him and help him.
I feel it. So you and your husband have a real story. I don't know if a lot of people know about it. Some people probably do know about it, but you had to, you know, stay down with him and be loyal to him throughout some time when he was away. How did you stay loyal like that? Do you think a lot of that come from like how you was brought up? Like you have grandparents in your life that teach you how to be a respectful woman, or how did they fall in line?
I would have to say it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It may seem easy, but it was hard. But it was just the thought of knowing that he made that sacrifice and he wasn't here. It's just like I had no choice. I had to be there for him because like even nobody else was really helping for real besides his mom, you know. So it was like, damn, I know he's in there fighting for his life. He don't have really much. I have to make sure that I do everything I can possibly do to make sure that this time is smooth, because 2 years seemed like it might not be that long, but it was long as hell.
Uh-huh.
Like, I had, like, those first few weeks, I was crying every single day, like, crying in the bed, like, trying to get myself together, like, damn. I was even, one point in time, I even worked, like, 2 to 3 jobs. Like, I was hustling nonstop. I put my music career on hold just to make sure that he was okay and that he could make it home.
So when you didn't have your husband, how did you, comfort yourself, and how did you find peace outside of just overly working?
Well, before I met him, I was kind of like an independent person. So it was like, before I met him, I brought a lot to the table. I brought like independence. I brought like I'm always a true hustler. And I've always like found ways when I felt like life was fucked up, I would always find a way to make things work out. So I felt like when he left, it was like I had no choice. I had to like just put on my big girl clothes and I just had to go hard. And it was pretty easy because you just have to get yourself in the right mindset. Like, damn, let me just get this money. Let me stack it up because there's going to be better days. Those days are going to come. I just want to be prepared for those days. So when he come home, he'll have something to come home to.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So let's hop back to the music. I was watching, I just said, like, let's just get back to the music. So, I was watching No Jumper podcast today. Dude, Adam was talking about, like, why is it that, people don't check for women music as much as they check for male music. Mm-hmm. And what has to happen in order to get women, what has to happen in order to get men to start listening to women music, like for them to relate to it? So how do you make males relate to your music?
I feel like it's easy because, well, a lot of females in the industry like to make music bashing men or just like pretty much just bashing men and really just a whole bunch of female stuff. But if you make music that's relatable to men, something that they can wake up to and go about their day, then it's easy. Like, I really feel like the topic of hustling is easy for men and women to relate to because men like to get money, females like to get money. You just got to find those topics that men can relate to. Yeah. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean, just depends on where you at musically because a lot of times, a lot of women don't, like, I can't really relate to Megan Thee Stallion music. I like Cardi.
It's like twerking music.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I like Cardi B, but only way Cardi B can make a man relate when she talk about doing some gangster shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was up, and it's stuck. So I feel that. So you have a cheat code. You know what I mean? You have a way of getting people to like your music and like who you are. They can not even know that you rap or you do music or something like that. Then they see like, oh my gosh, they glow Monroe crazy. What type of powers do you possess to make something like that happen? Because we don't know nothing about it.
Okay, so I feel like I just be myself. I just feel like my personality is a personality that people can vibe with. Like, I'm not bougie, I'm not stuck up, I'm laid back, I'm cool as hell. So, like, my energy and my vibes rubs on other people and it helps them to, like, feel that same energy and they be like, dang, I fuck with you. Like, I don't know, I just be myself.
Cool.
Can't really,
Nah, I feel it. Who are some female artists that's up and coming right now that you want to work with?
I want to work with Tokyo Jets. I want to work with, I would say, Amaretta. Rico Nasty. I love Rico Nasty because she's different. Asian Doll.
You actually was in an Asian Doll video.
Yeah, I was in an Asian Doll video. Yeah, it was a great opportunity. I loved it. I kind of wish it was like a little more organized, but it worked out. It was cool.
Yeah. Did y'all chop it up on some music stuff trying to get the studio?
I wasn't able to chop it up with her because it was kind of like, it was a song that she was featured on. So it was kind of like she was like in a car on one scene and another scene. I was kind of in the background, so I never really got a chance to speak to her at all because she did her scenes and she left immediately. Like, and we had to like be in certain areas and stuff. It was crazy.
Could you see yourself ever getting into female battle rap? Because you have bars.
I definitely can because I feel like I have the aggression and I have the bars. Like, I really have the days when I sit there and write a whole bunch of music, a whole bunch of bars, a whole bunch of punchlines, and I just let it pile up in my phone. So I feel like it's time for me to just start letting it out, get in the studio, lock in, and just let everybody hear my talent for real.
Yeah. So how did you learn how to really, put words together so well like that and just have bars. You know what I mean? Because a lot of women don't have. They bars are kind of like. I'm telling you, you cutting throats. Like, if y'all want to battle, she cut throats. Where did that come from? Because you from the South. You rap like you come from the North. Like, you can stand outside of Brooklyn and Philly and rap with the best of them.
I just feel like my other side. Of course, I had the sweet side, but my other side, I'm kind of like a rebel. And I feel like my bars and stuff, my wordplay came from me just being a nerd in school. I really was really good in vocabulary. And my aunt, she used to force me to like memorize so many different vocabulary words growing up. So it's like my wordplay comes naturally. So I just try to put stuff together to make people really think.
That's dope. So how do you put your songs together? Like when you tell the stories?
Okay, so with my songs, I like play the beat over and over and over, and I come up with a melody. And whatever melody that I feel goes with the beat, I try to come up with fast melodies. And then I just start putting the words in the melody, and it just comes all out. I do the hook first, then I do the verses.
Yeah, because I was in the studio with you. I watched you go in the studio and sitting there listening to the beat, and you didn't even write that. You just spit it straight off the top. So do you like freestyling more or writing?
I can do both, but I preferably like to write because I feel like when you write, you have more quality content. Like, when you freestyle just off the top of the dome, yeah, it might be cool for, like, club songs and stuff like that, but if you really want, like, quality work, you should write and put more thought behind what you're saying.
What type of advice do you give, other females, on a personal end, outside of just, like, music, about relationships and problems? Like, when does a female know when she's ready to get married?
Good question. I feel like you have to go through certain stages in order to feel like you want to get married. Like, I feel like you have to first be friends with your partner for at least, I would say a year or 2 years. You got to be strictly friends, nothing more. And then, like, once you get past that friend stage, when you fully know the person, then try the relationship. Then, after the relationship, when you experience the ups and downs together, then, like, when you get to a certain point where you feel like you can't live another day without this person. You've been through so much. You've hustled together. You went through lows together. You went through ups together. And you just can't see yourself with no one else. It's like, that's when you know it's time to just go ahead and lock it in, because it's like you would rather give your all to this person and build something instead of just, just playing around.
For the women that watch how you move, on social media and may want to do the same things you're doing as far as like having some real emotion going on with their husband, what type of advice can you give them to make that happen?
Okay, so if you want to have real emotion going on and still have your own thing going on, I would say that you have to be about your business first, and you have to know when to, like, not saying put your relationship to the side, but when to lock in on your music and when to give attention to your loved one. You got to be able to balance. It's a balance. So, like, I would say, like, certain times of the day, focus on your business, and then at nighttime, at least devote that time to your relationship. But make sure you stay focused. Don't let your relationship get involved with your business, because once you let your relationship get involved with your business, then you can't really get far.
All right.
You gotta be able to separate.
No, I feel that. I probably didn't ask that question good enough.
Oh.
I mean, I'm talking about like, how, for instance, let's say another couple might be sitting with you and Two-Tone is doing. It's like, damn, babe, we want to do business. But they might not be rappers or anything like that. But they want to kind of like work as a team.
Oh,
okay,
working as a team together. Okay, I be saying you're on the same type of goal type thing. Okay, so you got to know how to play your position. So it's kind of like basketball, you got your quarterback. I mean, that's football.
No, you
got your point guard, you got your guards. You got to know how to play your position. So one person has to play certain roles, and the other person has to play the other roles. And like when you combine both of those together, then y'all can go together and be a strong factor. Like my husband, I would say he's good at footwork and physical abilities, and I'm good at like the office type things. So I'll provide all those type things. We put our characteristics together, and we just go hard together.
What are some attributes have you taken from your husband that you seen that he possessed?
Some attributes that I've taken for him is just basically being able to be social with people, because I'm kind of like closed in, and so like being around him, seeing how he networks and moves and talks to different people. You know, you gotta network to get somewhere. So he seeing him do what he does, it helped me to be able to take my foot out there and be like, yeah, what's up? My name's Monroe. Yeah, I can offer this. What you got going on? You know, be able to talk to people. And he also helped me with like that humbleness, and also with like that hunger when you rap. Like he helped me with that a lot, because he been in prison, so it's like his hunger to get certain things accomplished. He moves really fast, so he helped me to just like not be taking my time, just to be on go.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. What could we expect out of you? You know, this year?
Okay,
for the rest of the year. I'm sorry.
All right, so the next thing I plan on doing is dropping a video for Light It Up. That's my single that's out right now on all platforms. And also, I just plan on just giving a whole bunch of singles all year with videos. But all of my singles will be hard, and I'm just going to give them straight bars, no playing around, none of that. Just straight rapping bars.
That's what's up. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up too long. I know you're a busy woman. Probably gotta do a show, you know what I mean? So I hit the studio. So is there anything you want to say before we slide?
I do want to say, I want to shout out my mom. I want to shout out my second mom, Terrence's mom, Miss Selena. I want to shout out my mom, Stacy, and my dad. And also, I want to shout out my friend. Her mom just died, and I feel so sad for her. So I want to say rest in heaven to Shanice's mom, Miss Karen.
What's up? And thank you for shouting out the whole gang. Shout out Pop, shout out Grandma, shout out everybody.
Shout out to my husband.
Shout out to Tom.
Shout out
Old Two-Tone. So,
Two-Tone Johnson.
So, like I said, we always working, we always grinding. We got Glow Monroe in the building.
Shout out to Rich and Faye TV.
Thank you so much. Make sure y'all go listen to her music. She's a really dope artist. And like I said, before you leave this video and you got to this point, make sure you like and subscribe and go follow my girl, Glow Monroe.
And follow Rich and Faye TV as well.
And we out. Thank you so much, girl. Bye.